Unit 8, Lesson 2, Part 3. In this video, we will be talking about how to create simplified box and whisker plots. Okay, there are basically 4 steps that I've come up with for constructing a box plot. You're going to order the numbers from least to greatest. Then you need to find the median, the lower and upper quartiles, and the extremes. That will give you what's called a 5-point summary. You're going to plot those 5 points on the number line and then draw your box and whisker plots using those 5 points. So our first example here, we're going to draw a box and whisker plot for these test scores. So step 1, in order to save time, I have previously ordered these. That would take probably 30 seconds to a minute for the average student to do. So you would have to order those, probably closer to a minute. Okay, next step is to find the median. Now there are 14 scores here, so the median is between the 7th and 8th one. Or you can count to the centers. So between the 7th and 8th one is the median. The median will be 83. That's the median. Now after you've found the median, the way you find the upper and lower quartiles is to go halfway, take half the data and find the halfway point, and then find the other half of the data and get the halfway point there. In the top half of the data, there are 7 points. So the halfway point there is 77. This is quartile 1. In the larger half of the data, the midpoint out of 7, there's 3 above it, 3 below it, is 92. That's the third quartile. And of course, we've got the minimum and the maximum that are pretty easy to find in the list. After you have all that information, you're going to plot the 5 points. I'm going to plot them just below the number line because I don't want to draw the box plot right on top of the number line, but underneath it. So the minimum is 63. Quartile 1 is 77. Quartile 2, or the median, is 83. Quartile 3 is 92. And the maximum is 98. So from the third quartile to the maximum and from the first quartile to the minimum, you're going to draw your whiskers. And then you're going to draw a box that includes the first and third quartile, put a vertical line in the middle for the median, and that is done. Okay, let's look at another example. This one we're going to do the heights of boys and girls and make some comparisons. So first, just to save time, this part would probably take you about 2 minutes to do. I have already ordered boys and girls so that I don't have to order them here live on camera. Okay, let's start with boys. There are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 boys. The midpoint there is going to be between the 9th and 10th one, which is right here, I believe. And halfway between 64 and 64 is 64. Now the top half of them, there are 9 of them there. The middle one will be the 5th one, and that is quartile 1. Of course, 57 is the minimum. Quartile 3 will be the midway point on the top half, which in this case is the 5th one. See, it's just counting in 4 from each side. Counting in 4 from each side of the median, and you find that quartile. And then the maximum here, height, would be 69 inches. Now let's look at girls as well. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 girls. Halfway point would be the 8th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the median would be 64. The lower quartile, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the top. Halfway for 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. Divided by 2 is 4. So it's the 4th one, 59. We also have the 4th one on the bottom, 63. The minimum, 56, and the maximum, 68. Once we have these 5 numbers, we can plot them. Let's start with the boys. Boys are minimum 57. First quartile, 61. Second quartile, 64. Third quartile, 65. And maximum, 69. And that box is done. Let's draw the box and whisker plot for female students. Their minimum is 56, first quartile is 59, second quartile is 62, third quartile is 63, and maximum is 68. Draw your whiskers, draw your box, and there's the box and whisker plot for girls. Now, we will be talking about this more in the future, about interpreting these. On this, just looking at the red one compared to the purple one, the red one representing boys, the purple girls, it appears that boys tend to be taller than girls. Now, there are some girls that are taller than most of the boys, but on an average, the boys do tend to be taller. Okay, one more quick one. This is from the NWA scores for 7th grade students from about 5 or 6 years ago. Now, on this, of course, first thing you would need to do is order the numbers from least to greatest. Now, here we have 25 scores. The median score out of 25 scores is going to be the 13th number. So I'm going to count down here: 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. The median score is 100 and 230. So I'm going to go ahead and put my median in. That's part of my box. Okay, now the top half of numbers, there are 12 of them. Halfway through 12 would be 6.5. So the 6.5 one, that's between the 6th and 7th one, 2, 4, 6, 7. Halfway between 222 and 223 is 221.5. Okay, and then in the bottom, in the larger half of the numbers, let's see, 221.5. I'm going to go ahead and draw that part of the box on there. And the minimum was 199. Okay. All right, in the other half of the numbers, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Between the 6th and 7th one is 237. Halfway between 236 and 238 will be 237. And now we've got our box. I'll clean it up, make it look a little bit better. And then the maximum here is 255. And we have our box and whisker plot created for the NWA scores of those 25 randomly selected 7th graders. Okay, that's it for the creating box plots. Thank you for watching.